In this video, we're going to cover our weekly XJO, Australia's headline index analysis. We're going to review what we discussed last week and also discuss some of the stocks which we have been looking at it, what has happened to those stocks, where are they standing. Those stocks were giving some strong signals. Let's check that out. And also we're going to discuss some of the new stocks which are showing some strengths. Again, because of this Russia and Ukraine war and uncertainty around the whole thing, it's just going, elongated, where we are saying the war has been almost over 11 days now or 10 days. It's been going on. That was not expected. So I'm seeing a sign of weakness. So we have to have a cautious approach. And I want to call that out, that I'm just giving a disclaimer here. Please don't take any actions of buys and sells based on this video. Please use your analysis and also discuss with your financial advisor. I'm just sharing what I am doing, and I just want to share that out, so that might benefit you in the journey. So let's get started. So when you look at it, so this is our weekly chart. So this is a daily chart for XJO. So I just want to make sure that is very clear. When we do the weekly chart analysis, we are looking at medium to long term. Now, these are some of the trend lines. Just follow what I'm saying on the mouse, that better, so that you can track that up. So if you look at it here, you're seeing this is our candle for this week, right? So if I grab my pen tool, so this is the candle for this whole week, right? Now, this candle is kind of at the moment within this red candle which was made of the war, right? This is a weekly one which we had a correction. So it is within that. So right now what I'm seeing is there is still sign of weakness, and also at the same time I see the market will remain sideways when as far as XJO or the Australia's index is concerned. There are some stock specific moves which are there, which we want to look at it. Now, again, our support lines are these 6921.4. If it breaks below this, then you are seeing some decent correction coming in. Your next support, we are only seeing a 6515. But that's the technical analysis which I'm doing. Again, it all depends on news driven, how this news coming in from the Ukraine and Russia, because there's some talks going on. Let's see. But at this moment of time, I'm taking a cautious approach and not really making some wild decisions at the moment. I'm just being very stock specific, where I'm seeing the pocket of strength. So that's the name of the game at the moment. You have to be very, very cautious on that. Now, let's look at the daily chart so that you get a better perspective. Now, what has happened is so this is your daily chart. So if you look at it, this is the entire week activity. So Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, and it was going all up. But then at the time when it was just about to cross this previous week or previous day candle, which is this kind of a deep red one, or the long red one, so it's not able to cross that. So it had a kind of a down last on Friday. So we had some it closed. It actually had a big wild move on that particular day. If you see, it went all the way open at 7151. It went all the way to 71, which that was high, so it never touched that, and it went all the way low to 7025. So what has happened is that as soon as it opened, there was a pressure downwards. So you need to understand the psychology of this. So as soon as it opened, it just had a deep gush. So there was a wild swing that particular day, and it managed, the bulls tried to recover that and still couldn't manage to close above the open, but were able to push it further, which is like it closed at 7110, which is the point of almost 110 points were recovered by the bulls. But again, there is some buying came in at the end, but we have to see how does it sustain. It's again daily candles, so we have to look at the weekly basis. When I come back on weekly, at this point, weekly candle says that we have to, market could be in this sideways. So that's kind of analysis on the XJO. But when you look at it, there's certain stocks which are coming in my radar, especially on the utilities. As you can see, utilities is showing good signs. So you have to look at some of the stocks, strong stocks in the utility sectors, and energy and the metals. As you know, they're doing really well. So you have to keep an eye on, especially metals and mining, where it has definitely given a strong bullish candle here, which definitely some stocks were we discussed last week as well. There, as you can see, there was a big buying coming in, but keep in mind there is a bit of a resistance at all-time high, which if it crosses above that, then definitely you're going to see a good rally. So yes, definitely it's closed above last you know message which I shared on TradingView, as you can see the here. So I'm just waiting for this to cross above that, and then we can, definitely play good stocks on the long term. Because as you can see here, this particular index, metals and minings, because of the war, there's a lot of uncertainty. The prices of the commodities are going up, and iron ore. So that way, you will see some spikes, but you have to be very careful because these are cyclical stocks and you can see wild swings particular week and particular day. So you need to be really nimble and fast to enter and exit. So you have to really keep that in mind. So these are not stocks you hold it for your core portfolio. So but yes, that's where the pocket of strength is. So you have to respect the market and follow the market message. So you can keep some of these shares within this index and see what's going on, and looking at some of the resources, metals. So these were mostly we can see some strength. So emerging companies, yes, there's some buying happened. So these are the uh, key indexes you have to look at it. Now let's look at some of the stocks which are there, and so that you can let me pull that up. So what we discussed last time, okay, so I have it by week. So this is week 8. When I'm recording this video, it's 6th of March. So please make sure you keep a note of that, 6th of March. And when you're watching this video sometime later, please don't do wrong analysis because the date is very important. All right, 6th of March. So the stocks which probably we talked about is we talked about some of the stocks. Let's pull that up. So we had PIC, which is perpetual equity. So there was a very good week. So there was a bit down. That was again, I told you, equity investment firm. So that was one. South32, which is definitely is going on a strong trend. And clear disclaimer, I took a tracking position of this company and I'm holding it at the moment. We had I was able to get in the stock. Like it was consolidating for some time and then kind of price where I entered. So I see a lot of strength here, and I told you my analysis was that it was creating a kind of an cup and handle kind of scenario where you see there is, and then there was complete blast with a lot of strong volumes down below. So this stock you can keep watch on. This is a non-energy metal, so something. So just because I think the Japan aluminum premium talks, so Q2 seem delayed due to the uncertainty over Russia. So there might be some news driven, but the stock has given 81% in 1 year. So this is definitely a strong stock. We have to look at it. The other one which we discussed about is EOL. So that is was in watch list. So that's fine. ITM. So that's again was one of them. CPU, yeah, this is CPU is computer share. So yeah, that's one. That was week 6, and in week 7, the last week video we covered gold. So gold had a bit of sideways on this. So again, the gold definitely poised to rise higher in terms of this uncertain times. So it's considered a safe haven. MBF, which is Monash. So we talked about that. Where we are on that. Let's look at weekly candle. So yes, let me just remove all this. So yes, it has a up week last week. So it let me see. Yeah. So it has It almost had 6% move, 6.2% move last week. So it is going in a nice uptrend. So keep a watch on it. It's really moving in a nice uptrend, and we it has closed above. So let's see some resistance lines. So for me, I'll be more comfortable, as I last time told you about these levels. So this is where the resistance is 1.4. So I can, and it has also broken the trend line, which was from last time. So it is a kind of long-term trend line. So good week, I think. Something I'll keep in that mind radar. CMM, yeah, CMM is really on a high at the moment. So Capricorn metal, as I said, all the metals has been doing very well. So it is just consolidated here, and then it was a blast. So, and there's a good buying coming in at this stage, so you can keep a watch on this one. Now comes the LRT, which was another one, lower resource fund, so we'll ignore that. This was another one. So let's move on some of the stocks for this week. I'm sure you're excited to hear about that. Some of the stocks which are definitely worthwhile. So I will just sort out with labels because I just labeled them based on priority. So NZM, this stock is definitely a worth a look stock. See what a so definitely it has been an uptrend. I'm looking at this as a monthly chart. So look at it ever since it's broken all-time high, and stock has from zero point 0.9 cents has gone to almost 1.4. So it is closing to be double. But then it went up. It tried to test this support zone and then went up, which is, I think, it's a good sign. So the stock is definitely in a strong hands. So if any correction comes in or any downwards, definitely I will try and look into this particular New Zealand media firm. So they tried. There was some news as well. So they tried to acquire. So it's in publishing, NZME. So you please make a note of this one. And it's also its market cap is only 289 million. So it is kind of a small cap stock. And dividend yield is 5% for, and it's for the last 1 year it has given almost 96%. So that's great. Yeah, that's once is almost all-time high. So definitely this stock should be in radar. So going to blue sky zone. And IC, so that is nickel mines. Again, it is kind of reaching all-time highs. So on monthly chart, so let's look at weekly. It's making a nice, so it's making a nice cup and the handle. So you are looking at the stock also showing some good strength. So keep a watch. Whitehaven Coal. Now this stock definitely is poised for a move. I can see that there is a strong buying and has given a huge breakout. As you can see this candle, it has given a huge breakout, and it was in my radar earlier as well, but then I got stopped out. So I think again I will only buy at the retest of this support, and then look for some high levels in terms of the stock should be another levels we're looking at it somewhere in this range. So from this could be our trading plan for this particular stock, Whitehaven. So you can look at from entering around between 3.64 and 3.7 ish, and then right up to 4.87 and $5.95. So that's the one. And Whitehaven is again a kind of a large cap. Is a $4 billion market cap, 2% dividend yield, and it is definitely trading towards high range of the 50-week range. So this is good. And then last 1 year has given 141% return. So the stock definitely has been very strong. I somehow exited on this one, so I don't have any position as of now. Yeah. So another stock which probably I would say, so yeah, I think Whitehaven and NZM is two stocks I want to watch out for and put it in my watch list for this week. Given there is so much uncertainty in the market, but these stocks are making some highs, so definitely this is great. So you have to look for a stock specific move in this market, and try and take advantage for adding some positions for long term portfolio stocks. That's That's what I'm doing at the moment. So I'm just trying to accumulate some stocks when they come in my buying range. So that's what I want to share today. I hope this was useful. And if you find useful any of the information, do type in comment box below. So at least that way I get to know that you're enjoying the videos and getting value out of that. I just want to share some of the my analysis for weekly analysis and some stocks which I'm looking at it. My name is Shivendra, and I am from Peaceful Weekend Investing. I want to help you in your journey investing so that you can be profitable and create long-term wealth. That is the that is objective I make these videos. So please give a thumbs up to this video, and also if you're liking our content, subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell so you get notified. And also it gives a feed to the YouTube algorithm as well, so others like-minded can join our community as well. Thank you so much, and wish you a great week ahead and happy investing.